In Beaumont, we'll show you what it did in that city and what it did here in Port Arthur.
Rita, at one point this week, made the record books as the third most powerful storm to hit the United States, but weakened to a Category 3 as it came on shore overnight. It didn't look weak at all, though, in the Beaumont-Port Arthur area, the hardest hit area in Texas, and that's where our Josh Rojas rode out the storm.
Most of the electricity in Port Arthur was knocked out early by Hurricane Rita's outer bands. Just after dark, sheets of rain began to fall as we left Port Arthur to hunker down in Beaumont. It's about 8:30 and Hurricane Rita is starting to come in here to Beaumont with 50 to 70 mile-an-hour winds. Howling winds you could hear inside the city building where Beaumont firefighters and police rode out the storm. This morning, you can see the damage those Category 3 hurricane force winds did.
We spent all night watching sheet metal come down the road. Nobody slept that much.
A meteorologist says a tornado hit this street.
It was scary. You always have some regrets. You always second guess whenever a giant masonry building is having windows popping out.
But as bad as things look, officials say they were expecting much worse.
We have a lot of major damage on a lot of buildings, but we have fared fairly well through the storm. We're not having the water problems that we anticipated.
But Port Arthur wasn't so lucky. Officials say Rita did much more damage there.
The lakeside subdivision, there's a lot of damage there, a lot of homes with missing roofs and walls.
Because of the flooded streets and the downed power lines, we can't show you much more of the city, but this little corner is probably a good example of what the rest of Port Arthur looks like. Reporting from Port Arthur, Josh Rojas, Fox News at 9.